Alright everyone, welcome back to another turn of Operation Tirpitz. This is turn 16, January 1944, for the Italians. Before we get into it, one minor bit of housekeeping. Scullions Free French collected 2 IPPs for a total of 2 IPPs in their bank last turn, so they did not have 3 IPPs to buy the infantry that they placed in Italian Somaliland. I've spoken with Subscullion. He has decided to delete that unit and save the 2 IPPs, so his bank should now be at 4, not the 2 that he stated in his video. Alright, let's get into it. I've rolled the tech off screen using the Dice Maiden bot again, and I got a hit of 8 on Italian LRA, matching the German LRA, so looks like the Italians are doing pretty well on tech this game, but I don't think it'll go much further than this. Alright, for buys, I'm declaring 4 infantry for 12, and 1 militia for 2. That's 14 in total, 12 plus 2. Leaving 3 remaining, and I'm just going to save that 3. Okay. So there's my buys. Alright. Combat moves. I only have a very small number this round. First off, I'm going to raid with the submarine and A-44. There's no reason not to. He's just kind of sitting there. And also, I want 3 airborne to board the 2 air transports and the strategic bomber in Tobruk, and to fly down to Cameroon. 1, 2, 3. And attack Cameroon. And I think that's all of my combat moves. Ah, yes. I ended up not buying a transport for the Germans, but I sent the Italians up here, so I'm going to go ahead and kill the TB destroyer in A-14. Alright, that's all my combat moves. Let's go ahead and roll for them. Okay, so left die is my submarine, right die is the convoy. Convoy is at +3, the submarine is at +1, and then the hit 2 for anti-submarine warfare. Okay, 4 versus 4, so no damage, but the sub does survive. Okay, next combat. Let's do the one in the north first, I guess. Defending at 2, hitting at 7, and that can't hit, so I'm just gonna roll the 7. Okay. Round 1. Perfect. Okay, so the TBD is destroyed, and everything gets to go home. Now, in Cameroon, we have 1 militia defending at 2, and 3 airborne attacking at 3. Alright, round 1. Good enough. Alright, so that's over. Cameroon is captured. France loses all of their bank because they did lose their capital. And I'm going to note in housekeeping that we need to update where the French capital is, now that he has to select a new capital. Alright, so let's go ahead and do... just a moment. So France goes down 1, and Italy goes up 1, and then we can do non-combats. Excellent. Okay, and France's bank is cleared. Okay. Alright, non-combats. I have another short list of them. Everything in Cameroon is just going to fly back to Tobruk. Everything in A14 is just going to fly back to Western Germany. Okay. Now, more complicated moves. So first, one of these transports in Tripoli is moving from Tripoli 1, 2 into northern Italy and going in port. Oh no, I shouldn't have. That's a Roman militia. Okay. There we go. Another transport is strategic naval moving from the port in Tripoli. 1, 2, picking up 1 airborne, and then moving 1, 2, and depositing in Tobruk. And then it will go back in port in Tripoli. If it's allowed to do that, I'll look into the rules before I post the video, and either post it as a housekeeping item or this transport will just stay where it is. Okay, so one of the destroyers in M8 is also moving 1, 2, 3 into the port in northern Italy. Okay. Also from northern Italy, the air transport is picking up an airborne and flying to Abyssinia. 1, 2, and dropping off the airborne, and then the air transport is flying back. And lastly, not lastly, okay, so 2 airborne and 2 advanced artillery are railing from northern Italy to Albania. So, in Albania, there are 4 airborne, 2 artillery. Okay. Yeah, okay. And now, lastly, the last thing I have to do, I want to move some of my aircraft, 2 tactical bombers, and a fighter from Tobruk to Sicily. And that covers all of my non-combat movements. Alright, so let's go to the placement phase. First thing I'm going to do is roll for the captured TBD for the Italians. I did anticipate this. I did look up the rules. 1 to 9 is scuttled. 10, 11, or 12 is captured. That's a d6. Okay. 4, so it's scuttled. Okay. Place units. I'm placing the 4 infantry in northern Italy, mandatorily. And the militia is going in Gibraltar. So that's all of my placement of units. Let's collect income. My income is now at 15. I still collect 2 for owning Gibraltar, but the Mediterranean is no longer clear of Allied warships. I need to clear the submarine, so I do not collect that other 2. So I'm at 17 plus the 3 that I saved, so I'm at 20 now. And now I can pass the game off to Deathitist for the KMT and American turn. Best of luck!